I can't believe it, but LEGO's actually going back to the Overwatch license, and there's new LEGO Fortnite Overwatch minifigures that were leaked today. If you're confused on why this is such a big deal, LEGO ended its partnership with Activision Blizzard a couple years back over some very specific things. A LEGO Overwatch 2 set was pulled right before its February 2022 launch, where LEGO released a statement saying, "We are currently reviewing our partnership with Activision Blizzard, given concerns about the progress being made to address continuing allegations regarding workplace culture, especially the treatment of female colleagues and creating a diverse and inclusive environment. While we complete the review, we will pause the release of a LEGO Overwatch 2 product, which was due to go on sale February 1st, 2022. There was never a follow-up statement, and the set never officially released, nor did any further LEGO Blizzard sets, like this leaked slate of even more Overwatch 2 sets that were supposed to release towards the end of 2022. Some copies of that Titan set ended up being sold at independent retailers, which is how I got my copy in January 2022. I find this especially interesting since a lawsuit was filed by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing against Activision Blizzard back in July 2021, which asserted that Activision Blizzard maintained a frat boy culture, encouraging sexual misconduct against female employees, amongst other discriminatory practices in its employment process. Yet LEGO got as far as to ship this out to stores a half of a year later, only pulling it last minute. That's how I was able to get my copy. I mean, like, I was offered to get extra copies from that store, but I just ordered this thinking I was getting a set ahead of time. I don't like being a reseller, but dang, I would have been so rich right now if I got those extra copies I were offered. This isn't the first time where LEGO broke off a partnership because of controversy, only to go back to partnering with the said company. I covered this in the recent LEGO partnerships ended in controversy, where we also talked about LEGO's links to the Epstein files. There was Shell, which LEGO was under criticism for working with Shell when Shell was planning to drill in the Arctic. And LEGO made some statements making it seem like their partnership ended with Shell, only to quickly go back on that and release Shell partnered sets like a year later. Regardless, what we have are 4 character skins, which are all not existing minifigures that we've gotten for LEGO Overwatch before. However, they're all characters we've gotten. So you can see even the Tracer minifigure here is different from the Overwatch 2 sets version. Diva looks very different, especially with the different haircut for Overwatch 2, which, yeah, I think I prefer her look in Overwatch 1, but I am definitely going to be getting this skin because I think she is very attractive. Mercy looks slightly different as well, and Genji, I would say, looks slightly different. These skins aren't in the item shop yet, but I imagine they'll be added very soon, and if they do, you know, if you buy them, use creator code JustTooGood. It'll help me out. There's no word if we'll get any future LEGO Overwatch physical sets, but I would love to see this line return. There's so much potential and so many great characters that we just never saw from this world. But let me know in the comments below, do you think that there's going to be more LEGO Overwatch sets, or will this just be a Fortnite restricted license, which we've seen for so many returning themes like the Avatar line, or even just new licenses like Regular Show came out in LEGO Fortnite recently. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.